Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. I've got Ave on the line. Say hello, Ave.
Hi, Ken. Hey, all.
So today what we're going to show is how to rehost a traditional WebSphere application onto OpenShift with no changes at all. By taking our application and simply rehosting on OpenShift, we can benefit from the ease of use it provides, as well as the scalability and reliability that a Kubernetes platform like OpenShift offers. So without further ado, Ave, the floor is yours.
All right. Thanks, Ken. So we'll be doing the OpenShift install create cluster command in order to install the OpenShift. And we are going to be doing this on the Google Cloud Platform. So I already have a public key available in the SSH folder. I'm choosing the Google Cloud Platform. This is the project that's pre-created in the Google Cloud. We'll be using the US East 1 region. You will be using this particular DNS. You can have your own DNS domain that you can use for this purpose. Cluster name can be anything, so I'm just going to simply call it. So the full secret, this one will be obtaining from the subscription site. So you can already download the full secret and keep it ready, or you can just copy the full secret from here. Now the installation process will begin, and it'll be running for a few minutes. Now the installation is successful. Now we use this link to get into the OpenShift web console with the user ID kubeadmin and the password that is generated as part of this process. Now we have successfully logged into the web console. We can be in the developer mode in order to create projects and do the deployment of the applications. Right, in that I'm going to create a project. That's where we'll be deploying the application. So I'm going to just call with a simple name here. So the objective in this project is to deploy the application. So we'll be using the Docker build strategy. So before that, I'll review the project itself. We have selected hit count application. This application is one of the old applications that has been there since many versions of WebSphere application server. So just to review this project, we already have the packaged ER file available as part of this project. And then let us quickly review the Docker file. In the Docker file, we have chosen the WebSphere base image, and then we'll copy the ER file to the valid location in the container. Then we got the configuration files available from the transformation advisor to the appropriate location in the container. So what the main thing we have noticed here is there is absolutely no code change that was done. So we are simply using the configuration files in order to do this deployment. Now let me go ahead and do the deployment of the application. So we are choosing the from Docker file option, and I'm going to be choosing the Git project here. And we'll be using deployment configuration. This provides additional facilities for us. Now the application is started building. It will take approximately 3 to 4 minutes for this particular build to complete.
So question, while it's building, is there any way you can see what's going on while it builds?
Yes, we can look into the build process. Select the particular build in place and then click on the builds tab. Then after that, selecting the logs here. Now the installation of the default application has started.
So it looks like it took the application, it configured it in a container, and now we're launching a new container on OpenShift.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So as we can see, the step one that is being executed here, that is the WebSphere application's base image is being copied, followed by the ER file of the application copied into the container's location. As you can see here, it subsequently copied the configuration files to the appropriate locations and then continuing with the deployment of the application. Now we have noticed the build is complete. So now let us review the configuration. As you can see in the services, it is pointing to the target port of 8080, and we are aware that the WebSphere application server is deployed on the port 9080. So we'll make a slight modification to the YAML file of the service. So only thing I'm modifying here is the target port 9080. We can also modify the other descriptions. Now going back to the details, we can see the service is pointing to the target port 9080. Now reviewing back, we can see the target port is changed to 9080. So now I'm going to pick up this particular route. And since the application is deployed at head count, so I'm going to be selecting the enterprise Java bean and having the commit counter. I'm going to execute this transaction. So we have seen the head count is 1 right now. Now let us try the same application using another browser. Just copying the route. So the count is increased to 3. We shall try one more time. Now let us go back to the Google Chrome again and execute the same transaction. Now it shows as 4. So this completes our demonstration of deploying the head count application, which is one of the old application in WebSphere application server, the traditional application where we do not have to make any code change and simply deploying the same code with the configuration files. Thank you.
Yeah, I've always been told that WebSphere applications can be difficult to run, but that seemed pretty simple. So in a few short minutes, Abe showed us how to rehost a traditional WebSphere application on OpenShift. Abe, thank you again for your time and your support through all this, and hopefully we'll be seeing you all again soon. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken. Thank you all.